Good day, everyone. My name is Benny. So today I will be showing you guys how to cut and sew a trending bubu. Okay, so please, if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and also like, so that immediately I post any video, you'll be the first to get an update. Thank you. So what we'll be needing for this bubu, we'll be needing my Ankara fabric, which is what I have here, and a plain crepe. Note, you can use any fabric of your choice, okay? But for this class, we'll be using Ankara and a plain crepe, okay? So what I have here is, I have 2 yards of my Ankara fabric, okay? So what you do first is you fold your fabric into 2, okay, like this. Okay, and then like this. So once you fold, you have it like this. This is what I have. Make sure it's well leveled so that when you are cutting, there won't be any obstruction. So now, after folding, okay, so for my neck, I'll be using 2.5 inch down, okay. So from here to here, I will measure 2.5 inch for the length. Then for the width, I will use 3 inches, okay. Three inches for, sorry, 2.5 inch for the length, then 3 inch for the width, okay. So what we have here is, from here to here is 2.5 inch, from here to here is 3 inches, okay. I will use my curve, French curves, to curve it. So after that, you cut it out. Okay, so now I want a situation whereby normally your shoulder for your bubu, of course you don't want the shoulder to be straight, so you want it a bit slant. So what you do, you come to this place here, okay, this is the neck, so you come down here, then you go down by 1 inch. From here to here, you come down by 1 inch, okay. So you connect it from your neck point here to the 1 inch you took. From your neck point here to the 1 inch. Can you see that? So I'm going to cut it out now. wants to notch it so you know where the center front is. So now what I have here now is 2 of this. So I will remove it. One is for the back, then one is for the front. Okay. So after doing that, you now decide how deep do you want the front neck. Okay, how deep do you want the front neck? From here, you can come down by as deep as you want. Okay, so from here, I'm going to come down by 6 inch. Okay, then I will go in by 1 inch. Here, then I will take my straight ruler and connect from my neck here down to the 1 inch. So I'm going to cut it out. So you can go in a bit. Cut it in a little bit. Okay, so after cutting, what you have will be like this. Okay, so now the next is you want to shape the sleeve. Okay, so you place, this is the front, and what I have here is the back. You place both of them together so we can shape in the sleeve. Okay, so I'm placing both together. I have the front here and this is the back. Okay, so from here, this is the front and this is the back and this is the front. Okay, so from inward here, from here you come down by, you can do either 10 or 12. Okay, depending on how wide you want the sleeve, but I'll be doing 12, so I'll come down by 12. If the person is slim, you can use 10. Okay, if the person is big, you can also use 12 or 13, but I'll be using 12 because I want it to be very free. Okay, so I'll come down here by 12 inches. Okay, and then I'll go in by 2 inches. Okay, so now I'll go in by 2 inches, then you curve it in. Okay, so now from your shoulder here, you measure 22 or 23 inches. You measure, you can either do 20, 21 or 22. Okay, but we're using 22 for this class. You measure 22 here, which is here. So then your hip, you divide your hip by 4. So your hip divided by 4, the hip of this measurement I'm working on is 40. Okay, so 40 divided by 4 will give us 10. Okay, so from here you measure 10. You now decide how free do you want it. So you can add as many inches as you want. Some, they like their bubu to be very free. Okay, so for the sake of this class, I want it to be very, very free. Okay, so 10, I'll be adding 5 inches. This is 10. I'll be adding 5 inches. Okay, so like I said, my hip divided by 4 plus 5 inches, that's what I will be adding. So from your sleeve here, you then curve it inward like this. Okay, but before I do that, I would like to trim out these edges because I don't want it on my fabric. You can equally leave it too if you want. So what you'll be having now will look exactly like this. So this is the front. This is the back and this is the front. So before we do that, this is the front and this is the back. So I'll be joining my shoulder, my front shoulder and the back shoulder together. So I'll be joining my front shoulder and the back shoulder together. So I'll be joining both shoulders together. Okay, so after joining, what you have will be like this. Okay. So now what you do is you measure what you have. You measure the neck round from back down to this place, okay? Or you start from here down to this place, okay? Then you cut a long fabric, okay? You can use any inches you want depending on how wide you want it. So what I have here is the width is 6 inches, okay? So by the time I fold, you can see you iron properly and you fold into 2, then you fold a half an inch, okay? So by the time you finish, like I said, what I have here is 5 inches, okay? By the time you fold that half and half, what you have left will be 4 inches, okay? By the time you fold it again into 2, you have 2 inches. Listen, I cut out 5 inches of fabric, okay? I folded it into 2 like this, okay? Then I iron out half an inch round, okay? So now you place it. If you notice, by the time we finish cutting out the front neck, I cut out a little bit inward like this, okay? So then you place you're going to pin it round, okay? You pin it round and then you place this one on it. You pin it round so that when you are sewing, it makes it easier. Then use this to turn it. Can you see? So that it will be very neat. With this, you don't need to weave out anything, okay? Once you do it this way, you don't need to weave out anything. It will be very neat, just like the way you are when you want to fix your skirt band, okay? I hope you can see it. So after pinning it first round, then you take this and cover, after pinning it round, then you run a stitch round, okay? pin it round. Okay, so this is what I have here. You pin it round, then I will run a stitch, okay, on it. I see, round the neck down to this place. I'll run a stitch round. Okay, so after running the stitch round, what you have will be like this. So now this other side is what you will use to turn it, to close this. Of course, you don't want to see any of this, okay? So you use this other side to close it, okay? You run a stitch round, very neat, okay? Reason why you have to iron this fabric first before placing it, okay? So now we'll run a stitch neatly from here to this other side, or from here to this other side round, okay? So after running your stitches, what you have will look like this. Can you see how neat? So neat. You don't, like I said, you don't need to iron out anything. Everything is inside your sewing, okay? So can you see? So neat. So now next is you take this same plain fabric, okay? What I have here is 15 inches in length, then 15 inches in width. The length 15 inches, okay, and the width, sorry, the length 15 inches, the width 15 inches, okay? So now after doing that, you take your gum stay, very soft one, the softest of all gum stay, you iron it on it, okay? You can see the way I iron this. Can you see? I place the gum stay on it, very soft one, and iron it, okay? So now you now decide how do you want to place this. Now this is where it becomes so tricky. Depending on how you want, how stylish, you can be stylish, okay? You can decide to place it this way, okay? You can decide to place it this way. You can also decide to cut out, maybe from here to here, you measure like 2.5 inch or 3 inch. You cut it out, okay? So now what I'll be doing is, from here I measure out, like I said, the length 15, the width 15, okay? Then you put your soft gum stay on it, then you fold out half inch round. It makes it easy. So once you are sewing on top of it, okay? So now from here I'm going to cut out 3.5 inch, okay? I'll be cutting out 3.5 inch. So I'll fold here inside, okay? So now you now decide how do you want to place it. You can place it this way, you can decide to place it this way, you can turn it this way, you can turn it this way, and you can equally leave it this way. So depending on how stylish you want it. So I'll be placing mine this way. So this is how I want to place mine. So I will run a tiny stitch, very neat. Reason why I had to iron it out. Okay, from here down to this place, here, 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 and here. Okay, but before I do that, I want to pin it neatly. You have to open it like this. Make sure it's equal. Okay. So I'll pin it round. Pin it round. Note, this other side I cut out. You fold it in a bit. Okay, so this is what I have here. So now we'll run a stitch here to this place, here, here, and here. Or you can do it this other way around, whichever one that works for you. Okay. So now this is what we have here. Start running your stitches on it. Okay. This is how it looks like. So now I want to use this same fabric, okay, this same white fabric to turn my sleeve instead of just folding it. Okay, this is the sleeve part. So instead of just folding it inside, this is how it looks. So this is my sleeve part. Instead of folding it like this, I want to use this same white to turn it, okay, so that it will be very neat. Okay, so I will measure what I have here. From here to here, which is 22. So I'll cut a straight fabric of 22 inches for length. Okay, then the width will be 5 inches, width 5 inches, then the length 22 inches, because what I have here for the length round to this other side from front to the back sleeve is 22 inch. So I will iron it. I've already done that. You can see how well iron it is. So now I will place it this way. Pin it round, okay? Pin it. Can you see? So I'll run a stitch on it. Okay, on the half inch I folded. Then after that, okay, so like I said, you measure what you have from the sleeve length from the front to the back here. Okay, like I said, I want to use the same white fabric to turn my sleeve instead of folding it like this and then like this, or whichever way. I don't want that. It makes it look tacky, but this one makes it look more professional, especially those that want to do ready to wear. Okay, so now I'll cut from here to here. What I have is a 2.5 inch. Okay, what I have all together is 3 inches, which is the width. Then the length is 22 cm from here, sorry, 22 inches from here to here. The length is 22 inches, which is exactly 22 inches. Then what I have as the width, okay, is 3 inches. So I folded half inward and half this other side. Okay, so I will place it this way and run my stitch on it very neatly. Open this other side. So I will run my stitch on both sides. Okay, so after joining, this is what it looks like. Okay, so next step is you turn it. After running your stitches, you turn it to the other side. So after running your stitch, this is how it looks. You turn to the other side. Okay, iron properly. You iron, then you run your stitch on it on both sides. Okay, so after sewing, this is what it looks like. Okay, so that when you wear it, by the time you wear it, you know, it will be showing that white inside. Okay, so now we are joining the side. Next is to join your side front and side back together. We're almost done. So now I'll be joining, turning to the other side. Okay, so I will join here. Okay, so I will run a stitch 1 inch. I'll be using 1 inch or half an inch depending on you. Okay, then you weave out the rest, and I'll also do same to the other side here as well. Okay, so this is what our trendy Bubu looks like. This is the shorter version of it. See, well finished, very neat. So this is what the Bubu looks like. So beautiful. So beautiful. This is what your trendy Bubu looks like. Okay, here is the, see how beautiful it is. If you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. If you have any question, just drop it in the comment section. Thank you. Bye.